What up, DE? Band of Brothers, Dynamic Essentials, Tuesday night call. Steve Judson here. You're stuck with me. Brian Lieberman's on his way back with his beautiful wife from San Diego, California. Let's have some prayers for him, his family. His father-in-law is going through some stuff, so put your prayers out there for him. And Andy Harding, I don't know, something about hemorrhoids or something. So just kidding. But listen, you think about this Tuesday night call. This thing has been going on for years, and it's gotten better and better and better. And it's, the first philosophy call probably in chiropractic's history that I know of. I know others came through, but this thing is still going, still pumping, and we're fired up for it. October 8th, you got the GCC Chiro Cup. You might be surprised by some people that show up for that. So if you're a golfer or if you're not a golfer, you just want to have fun and you want to support the GCC, fly into Georgia. October 8th is going to be an absolute blast. October 15th to the 18th, we've got DE, baby. And let me tell you, registration is blowing up. It's at the Atlanta Marriott Northwest. If you haven't been, it's the new hotel. It's down by the school. If you never visited Life, it's great to be there. But we've got that coming up October 15th to the 18th. And you saw the other dates there. You could go to lifede.com, lifede.com to see all the dates, register, call Katrine, go ahead and get your hotel booked and come ready with energy. For those that were there in August, it was absolutely amazing. And this one will do the same. So let's get going with this call. This is one of my best friends, my man, my brother from another mother. Love this guy, love his wife, love his family. We've traveled the world together. One of the quietest but most brilliant minds in chiropractic. This dude is a stud, servant. He is the president of the SCS, works harder than most people I know in the damn profession. And it's an honor to say that he was just elected to the ICA board, which we are really blessed to have him, to have a seat at the table. And I know he'll do an amazing job. He also is joined with Dr. Brian Moriarty and Bob Mulcahy, great DE men that are in there. And we had a couple great other guys. We had Tom Taylor and Dr. Betts too that got in there. So let's hear it for the movement, the hard work that everyone's been putting in for years with that organization. But let's get this thing going, man, and let's see your comments. I want to see a bunch of hearts flying on that screen, and let's hear it from my man, El Guapo, ICA board member, Dr. Eddie Martinez.
Hey guys, that's awesome. My wife Araceli would love to see that. I hope she's watching in the other room, but she would love to see our wedding video. Oh, there she is. Our wedding picture on that video. That's awesome. Well, man, thank you guys so much for having me. If you notice in the back, I have Groot back there. I'm in my daughter's bedroom. She's studying at University of South Florida in Tampa. And right now, with everything going on, we have we're actually doing construction, massive construction in my house, and we're still living in the house. So this was the one room that I had for peace and quiet and to share with you guys tonight. But first thing first, I wanted to I know you guys know through Facebook and stuff. Our brother Johnny Chung is going through some stuff. His wife is going through some health challenges, and they're struggling with that, and continue to pray for him and his wife Tran. She's in the hospital, and they need our love, they need our prayers, and anything you can do financially. I know there's a GoFundMe account, so please check it out and give to them. He's one of us. He's one of our brothers, and when one of our brothers or sisters are in trouble, we come out and we come up strong for them. So keep them in your prayers. DE's coming up, and the October 15th to the 18th. And I am so looking forward to it. We just had it not too long ago, but it's like I need it again. So and this time I was asked to teach So I'm be teaching some upper cervical stuff at DEU. Get some credits for that. I haven't taught in a while, so it's going to be interesting. But it's the stuff that I love. Upper cervical, it's chiropractic, and I'll deliver the goods for you guys for sure. And I hope I don't get the 7 a.m. slot, but if I do, that's okay. I'll get it done and over with. I'll be at the GCC Chiro Cup October 8th. So that's going to be fun. I went last year. It was a blast. I'm not much of a golfer, but I'm there for the fellowship and the camaraderie and, just to get together with my brothers and sisters and contribute to chiropractic and our friends. And I'll be in South Carolina at the end of October. So October is going to be a busy month. I don't think I'm going to be home maybe like 1 week out of the month, but I'll be in South Carolina at the Foundation for Vertebral Subluxation, the Immunity and Chiropractic Summit. That's going to be an awesome weekend, and it's just it's all chiropractic, and it's going to be beautiful. So I have been elected to the ICA Board of Directors. That election just happened this weekend. I am now a board member at large, and it's cool because we have I'm on there with my buds, my Brian Moriarty and Bal Mulcahy. They're both on there as well, and I'm excited. I'm excited to serve and do what I can to make a difference. So that's pretty awesome, and like Steve said, Dr. Joe Betts is on there as well, and Tom Taylor, and we're gonna go there, and we're gonna do what we need to do, and keep chiropractic pure, keep the ICA strong in the principle, and that's all we can do, and we're gonna do our best. It's been an honor growing up through chiropractic, just knowing the history of the ICA and how it started and why it started. Initially, for those that don't know, but it's in chiropractic for being arrested and jailed for practicing medicine without a license. So what did the ICA do? What did the ICA do through BJ's leadership? He and Tom Morris, the attorney who would defend the chiropractors at the time, they said basically said, these men and women. They said no, these men and women are doing something else. They are not practicing medicine. They are practicing something that is separate and distinct from medicine. And throughout the years, they defended that, and that's what it was all about back then. There's other stuff that's going on now, but that was the foundation. So, and also, BJ always talked about having a clear, defined definition of chiropractic, and that would be the foundation of it all. So, me looking at history and liking to read about BJ and stuff like that. In you see this book, The Great Undertow. This book right here. He talks about, let's see, what page is this? I'll read it to you. It's page 317, all the way in the back. It says chiropractic defined, right? So he says chiropractic is philosophy, science, and art of things natural, a system of adjusting the articulations of the spinal column by hand only for the correction of the cause of dis-ease. The adult spinal column consists of the superior 24 freely movable segments called vertebra. Together with the sacrum and coccyx, all the great nerve trunks emit through the openings between these vertebrae, which openings are known as the intervertebral foramina. The vital nerve force within man is carried by these nerve trunks from the brain to the various organs, muscles, and tissues of the body. For every effect, you must have a cause. That is the fundamental laws of physics. If a person is ill, then the condition of disease, regardless of the name applied to it, is in fact an effect for which there must be a cause. The chiropractic premise is that cause of disease is due to the subluxation of vertebra, which produce pressure upon the nerve trunks and thus interfere with the normal transmission of vital nerve force. So the chiropractic objective is to locate the point in the spine where nerve pressure exists due to a vertebral subluxation, and through proper adjustment by hand to restore the subluxated vertebra to its normal position, thus releasing the pressure on nerves involved and thereby removing the cause of dis-ease in the body. Renewed health is the natural result. So there it is. There may be some variations to that as the time progressed, but that's pretty much the bottom line there, right? Another part in the book is how to save chiropractic. You know, a lot of things haven't changed. You know, you can go back. This book, this was from like 1929 or something, but you go back and he's talking about how do we save chiropractic, and he goes through a few things. I'm gonna read just a few, and it can all be related to what's going on right now. So first, chiropractors and chiropractic schools can be saved, providing, number one, we get our confidence in all things chiropractic and in those who have proven to be worthy of that confidence. Deny the invasion of the stranger, who in recent years claims to be your savior and does not, but destroy. The field and the schools can be saved at no additional expense to any person, providing the above are done. I'm going to skip down a few. The last one, get the chiropractor back to the back. So what he's saying, get the chiropractor back to the spine. Narrow focus, broad implications, right? Get the chiropractor back to the back to gain results, to gain public confidence, to get students for schools, to make it possible for schools to help chiropractors, to help gain public confidence by all adhering faithfully to chiropractic. So just like when DE started back in 1964, it's about getting us back to having faith in chiropractic, having faith in the principle. You know, go back to the ICA and the attorney Tom Morris, and I remember in school, you know, there was always debates in school, which was awesome. You know, technique debates, philosophical debates. It was great because we got together and we hashed it out. And I remember we made this T-shirt back in the upper cervical, the knee chest upper cervical club at school, and it caused a little controversy, but that's a story for another time. But it was one of my favorite shirts. It was just BJ's face, and it had said upper cervical specific, and on the back it had a quote from Tom Morris, and the quote said, "When I have accomplished what BJ has accomplished and overcome the insurmountable obstacles BJ has overcome, then I will be qualified to criticize BJ and what he has done." So, you know, all the stuff that these guys, not only BJ, but the other pioneers in our profession have done, you know, we have to pay respect and have some loyalty to what they did in the past. And they were definitely ahead of their time. BJ Palmer was ahead of his time. D.D. Palmer, definitely ahead of his time. So that's why a lot of those things that are happening way back then are still happening today. You know, all these things that are going on in my life with the construction, with the, you know, like Steve said, I'm the FCS president. I'm on the ICA board now. I have a full-time practice. You know, there's a lot of working on balance in my life, making sure that I'm spending good quality time with my family. You know, and I have to give a lot of praise before I finish the call and forget. But a lot of praise to my wife, Araceli, because she really holds things together. I mean, now she's homeschooling one of our kids, Cassandra, and it's not easy. We have a whole setup in the what was our dining room, and it's just folding tables. We have like right now 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5 computers. The boys are doing their work in their room, but it's a lot of stuff. But you know what? The more stuff you have on your plate, the more you get done. Back in high school, I was I remember a teacher back in high school, and he said, the more things you have going on, the more things you're involved in, the more you'll get done. And some people may not believe that, but I'll tell you what, if you focus your energy, you get things done. And it's all about, and you got to work at it. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's a lot of it is mental. Yeah, Araceli does rock for sure, for sure. But a lot of it is mental, and just getting your mindset right, and then everything else will fall into place. But again, I have to say I'm blessed to have a great support system, and somebody that's behind me that when I get lazy, I'll get pushed. But and really when I'm at the office is when I'm in total bliss, just blessed. And even during this time when there's restrictions and this and that, and I tell you what, my DE brothers and sisters, I don't know anybody else who's gone through this situation that we're going through now and has thrived through it. I mean, this group has really thrived through it. We may have had a blip in the beginning of all this stuff, but right now we're back and better than we were before all this stuff started back in February, March. We're just busy and we're just focused. And I have an associate now. She's awesome, and we're working great together. I haven't had an associate. I've never had one, so it's been 22 years. In the beginning it was a little tough because I didn't know how to let go. But little by little, I'm kind of letting go, trusting in the process, trusting in God, and everything's working itself out. So it's awesome. Let's see. Well, DE is my home. DE is what really, that's when I really fell in love with chiropractic. I've been getting it just since I was 13 years old, so I've been in chiropractic for a long time. But when I sat in that room at DE back in 1993, June or July, I fell in love with chiropractic. Not only chiropractic, I fell in love with life, and I fell in love with myself. And I'm so thankful. That's why we're talking about loyalty. I'm loyal to DE. This is where, and sometimes we think, oh, why do we have to come back? Why do we have to? They're going to say the same thing. I used to take notes all the time at DE. And I used to just write every single, I would just write. And I still have all my notes. And some of the same things that were said back then in 93 are being said now. But you know what? It's like anything else. You really go not to hear anything new, but you always catch something new. Why do we get on these calls all the time? Why do we, we're we have all these different events, Saturday Night Lives. You have to refocus yourself, because we don't think like everybody else. We don't think at all like everybody else. Just walk around your neighborhood, listen to people talk. We're totally different. So if you're going to be, I don't know, we're just different. So sometimes when we're around the environment that's out there, we can get bogged down. We can get, our mind can be beaten down, because sometimes some of us may not have a band of brothers to come to, or to check us. Checks, slipping and checking. That's what it's all about. So that's what DE is, slipping and checking. We're gonna be focused, then we start slipping. We got to get back on track. But some of us don't have that. Some of us don't have a group. But because got excited, because this platform right here, it's a blessing. Social media can be the devil, but it also could be a blessing, because we can reach out to each other in a second. So, DE, I'm so grateful for it, and it's my home, and it's my family. I come from a Cuban family, so those that come from big families. I mean, I'll tell you what, my family, I have one brother, but I have tons of aunts and uncles, and I have thousands of cousins. So it's a huge family, and sometimes we could be a little dysfunctional, But I kind of compare my family, my blood family, to my DE family, in the sense that we could be a little dysfunctional. We can have our differences, but when the time comes and we have to come together, we get together strong, and we come strong, and we're there for each other. So the DE family is the same. It's now I'm on the ICA board. If any decisions I make, I know I got some people behind me that I can say, what would my band of brothers do? As far as giving you guys something to take home, I just want to say that with everything going on, there's no excuse not to thrive and succeed. So, creating opportunities. That's what I've learned about all this stuff. We create our own opportunities. For example, I was thinking back to just to give you guys an example. I was thinking back to we had a mission trip years ago. Steve was on it. Johnny Balsamo was on it. Brian Nardi was on it. A few other people were on it. Auda Tovar was on it. It was it was pretty cool. It was a cool mission trip. But I learned how to create an opportunity. So I was sent out to this town, and when we get there, I was paired up with a student from Logan, and when we get there, we get to the church. There's a church building. There's nobody there. So I'm like, all right. And we waited around a little bit, and apparently there was something going on in the other part of town. I don't know where everybody was at. So, students looking at like, okay, what do we do? So I'm like, all right, well, we're going to have to make something happen. So we started walking around. I saw a police station. I saw a fire station. I saw a construction site. I saw like a notary's office. Somebody was getting married. So so we just started walking around and explaining to them what we were doing there, why we were there, and what we wanted to do. And basically, we went to the police station, adjusted all the police officers. We educated them first, then adjusted them. We went into the fire station, did the same thing. I had to like take the lead and be a leader, and show the student what it is that we had to do. Well, we had a mission. It was a mission trip, so we had a mission to be there for something. And we went to the construction site. Luckily I speak Spanish, so I was able to communicate the initial breaking the ice to let them know what we were there for. So we went to the wedding. We watched the wedding ceremony, and then we adjusted the wedding party. And then we went door to door, all the homes. And the funny thing was, we would walk in, and they would offer us coffee. Now, I'm a coffee drinker, right? But at some point it was like too much. But the student said the first time, she said no, and I said, you got to accept it, because we're here to help them, but we got to be polite. And so we were just, every house we were just drinking shots of coffee, and we ended up like this by the end of the day. But we actually ended up, I would say, adjusting at least 400 people that day, and we just made it happen. So sometimes opportunities present themselves, and but sometimes you just have to make them happen and create the opportunities yourself. So one of the things that we did, or we've been doing, so throughout this time, my office has been just kind of like a referral machine. It's just been referrals. But since my daughter's homeschooling, I said, you know what? They have she needs little co-ops, so they go to somebody's house. There's 5 or 6 kids there. So instead of doing like a career day at the school, they're learning about anatomy, right? So I went and spoke to them for 30 minutes about anatomy, the spine, the relationship between the spine and the nervous system, and just telling the story to the kids, teaching them a little bit about anatomy, of course, but just getting the word out there. And you know what? Handing out the cards to the mom sitting in the other room, waiting for the kids. So just telling the story and getting out there. I think at the end of the month we're gonna have I'm gonna be a panelist on a mom's group, and we were invited, and we're gonna be there with an OB, a pediatrician, some other doctors and stuff. And what I'm gonna do is what we know what to do. It's talk about chiropractic and our purpose within our scope, right? So, and that's the thing, do stick to chiropractic, and that's what BJ was talking about back in the great undertow, is get back to the back, get back to the spine, get back to the principle of chiropractic and having faith. What did he say? Adhering faithfully to chiropractic, having faith in chiropractic, having faith in the principle, having faith in innate, right? I think there was another quote here I wanted to read. Way in the back. So get the big idea, all else follows. Right? Get the mental impulse. 1, flow. 2, matter. 3, time. Must balance to produce life and health. Unbalance, 1, 2, or 3, and dis-ease begins. Who knows balance? Who knows balance? Innate. Okay, that's what we do, that's what we say, that's what we teach, and that's who we are. So stick to what you know. So there's an old saying, advertise what you do and do what you advertise. Just like being in the, my shirt says salta. Spanish means jump, or take a leap of faith. If you read it backwards, it says Atlas. So it's just a badass shirt. So yeah, so advertise what you do and do what you advertise. Stick to chiropractic. I know a lot of our scopes. I saw Misty Browning's post about the scope in Alabama. It's pretty wide. I thought Florida's was wide, but you stick to chiropractic, I guarantee is less chance you're going to get in trouble by the board. So, anyways, I think I ran out of things to say. I'm empty, but before I go, we have. I just want to announce Dr. Brian Lieberman is going to be on our FCS Saturday Night Live broadcast October 10th. So that'll be right after the Chiro Cup. And guys, thank you so much. I love you. I'm always learning from you guys, and I love and appreciate you. Peace.
Well, my man, Eddie, that was packed. About 25 minutes of just pure passion, principle, and what else but pure chiropractic. And it still stands today. Chiropractors get back to the back.
Right.
You freaking rock, brother. Right. So I guess this is the point where we open the lines, eh? And everyone just either ask questions or let Eddie know how much you love him and congratulate him. And you better y'all show up in October. Let's open it up.
I'll be there. Can't wait to see you guys. It's going to rock.
Salter. I didn't know that meant jump.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Spanish.
I love the Metallica-like letters too. Pretty badass.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to just keep talking?
I don't know. I don't think they can get on.
They can't? I don't know.
No.
They can send comments.
Yeah.
Oh, love you, Hermano. Oh, there we go. No open line. They can send comments. So you just keep sending comments, and Eddie and I will just talk like this is like the new Jimmy Fallon show where he sits in his basement and acts like an idiot.
Right. Well, it's funny when Andy Harding called me yesterday.
That's right, Renee.
Right. He called me and he's like, I'm like, send me the PIN number. I thought we were still on the old Band of Brothers calls.
That's right. Remember the old days of doing it on the phone?
Yeah.
See, now we don't have to hear Arnell's voice. Jazzy Jeff Arnell, orange. What's up, Jamie? Yeah, they
Everyone
want.
wants to see the shirt.
Yeah, well, he's got only underwear on, so don't stand up.
Hey, baby.
Salt. That's a badass shirt, man.
Make some more.
Well, they're on that site, aren't they? Love Life 33.
Yeah.
Is that a Shopify account?
It's on that TeePublic.
TeePublic. You're right, Jazzy. They do. Even though you got cold feet with the building. What's up?
I'm not gonna show it here. But you can see the orange. Who you want to call with?
Eddie, look, say hi to Eddie.
Hey, James.
Hi. Smell my perfume.
Why are you wearing perfume? You're 9 years old.
Smell it, and then I
Dude, we got like 5,000 people on this thing.
put your pumpkin spice on your deodorant.
You're weird. People saying hi to you.
Hi.
Hey, Jake Corson, Crash Practice Boy, rock star.
Jay's awesome.
Quiet man, but he's a stud. That's for sure.
See the orange.
All right, brother, let's call it a night. Love you guys. Cut.
Tomorrow,
We'll see you.
tomorrow's Wednesday. Rocket.
Kick butt tomorrow. Ciao.